Hello students, I welcome you all once again in today's English class. As you all know that we had completed our poem, that is Robin, today, and we had also started our new lesson, that is chapter number 1, Dorothy Meets the Scarecrow, in our live class, right? So children, today we are going to continue reading that lesson, Dorothy Meets the Scarecrow. So come on, let's start.
Hello students, I welcome you all once again in today's English class. Children, as you all know that we are learning the lesson Dorothy Meets the Scarecrow. We had started our lesson, the reading of our lesson we had started in our live class yesterday. And we had also covered the first page of this lesson. So children, you all know about this story. How many characters are there? 3 characters in the story. First one is Dorothy, a little girl. Second is the Scarecrow. Again, I just want to tell you, what is a scarecrow, children? Yes, a human-shaped figure which is often made by stuffing straw into clothes that is used to scare away birds from crop. So farmer used this scarecrow to scare away birds from the crops. And the third character is Toto. Who is Toto? Toto is Dorothy's dog. Now, we had read this page in which we saw Dorothy was walking along through the road which was made up of yellow bricks. Now, she was tired as she has walked many miles. So, she climbed to the top of the fence and sat down. And her dog also sat down beside her on the road. Now, there was a large cornfield, which we can see it there, and there was a scarecrow in it. Right? Now, I told you to underline the words, difficult words, and in the live session, again I am telling you, you can underline those words and learn the spellings. Underline bricks, climbed, fence, cornfield, scarecrow, field. So, and you should know the spelling of Dorothy also, as she is the main character. Now, again, this page also we had completed till here. So, what we saw, now Dorothy gazed at the scarecrow. We saw that Dorothy was gazing means watching, looking at something steadily. Now what happened? In the story, we had read it. Yes. So what happened was, we saw the description of we had seen the description of the scarecrow in this paragraph. That how did scarecrow look like? His head was small, sack stuffed with the straw. His head was like made up of sack which was stuffed with straw, and it had a old pointed blue hat on his head. We can see the blue hat on his head, and on his body he wore a blue suit, and it was also stuffed with the straw, and on his feet we saw some old boots, and the scarecrow was tied to a tall pole. and it was used to scare away the birds and stop them from eating the ripe corn. Okay, ripe means the corn is ready to eat. Okay, now we had also understood that while Dorothy was looking at the painted face of the scarecrow, she was very surprised that to see that what did the scarecrow do? It winked his eyes. Okay, winked his one eye slowly at her. Now Dorothy thought it is her imagination. Okay, she must be thinking more about the scarecrow. That's why she is feeling like that. But no, in the end, what we see that the scarecrow nodded its head in her friendly way. Okay, the scarecrow nodded its head to her in a friendly way. Now Dorothy was very much surprised and she walked up to it and she climbed down from the fence and walked up to it. Toto also, her dog Toto also ran around the pole and started barking. So now Scarecrow started speaking also. Children, I just want to remind you that it is just the imagination of Dorothy, the little girl. In real, the Scarecrow don't talk. Okay, so good day, said the Scarecrow. Now let us read further. Let us start reading page number 12. Okay? You will read after me and keep on underlining the difficult words. You didn't just speak, did you? Asked the girl in wonder. Underline the word wonder. Now, Dorothy asked to Scarecrow that you didn't just speak, did you? She said to the Scarecrow, you are speaking now. I saw you, I heard you speaking. Then, certainly, answered the Scarecrow. How do you do? Now, she heard Scarecrow talking to her. Okay, so Scarecrow said, yes, certainly, I spoke with you. How do you do? Underline the word certainly. I am pretty well, thank you, replied Dorothy politely. How do you do? Now, what happened was, the Dorothy, replied to the Scarecrow, I am well, how are you? I am well. She said, I am well, thank you, and how do you do? I am bored. Underline the word bored, said the Scarecrow. It is very dull being stuck up here night and day to scare away crows. Now, the Scarecrow, what did Scarecrow said? We are reading here. Now the Scarecrow said to Dorothy, I am very much bored and it is very boring work that to scare away the crows day and night. Okay, now Scarecrow started to tell Dorothy about his problem. Then, can't you get down? Asked Dorothy. Dorothy asked, can't you get down? You can't get down? As the Scarecrow said, I am very much tired of being tied up here on the pole. So Dorothy asked her, can't you get down? Again, I want to remind you children, this is just a fiction. All these things the Dorothy is imagining as if the Scarecrow is talking to her in real. No, the pole is stuck up my back. The Scarecrow said, no, I cannot come down as the pole is being stuck up on my back. Please help me get down. Dorothy reached up both arms and lifted the Scarecrow off the pole. Now, Scarecrow asked Dorothy to remove him from the pole. So, Dorothy reached there and she both the arms and lifted the Scarecrow off the pole. She take out the scarecrow from the pole. He was quiet and light because he was only stuffed with straw. As the scarecrow was not heavy, okay, as it was only stuffed up with the straw. So the scarecrow was very light. She set him down on the ground. Thank you very much, said the scarecrow. I feel much better. Now we can see Dorothy is imagining as if the scarecrow is standing and talking to her. Okay, so she took it out from the pole and put it on the road, and now scarecrow said, now I am relaxed. Okay, now I am feeling much better coming out from the pole. Dorothy was so surprised to hear the straw man speak. Okay, now Dorothy was very surprised that the straw man is speaking to me. Okay, straw man means scarecrow. Scarecrow only we say straw man. Okay, so you need to underline the words. Okay, you need to underline the words with me. Politely learn these spellings. Crows, stuck, then quite, stuffed, surprised. Okay, learn these difficult spellings. Now let us move further. Now what happened, children? The scarecrow stretched her and yawned. Okay, underline the word stretched and yawned. And the scarecrow asked, the scarecrow stretched his arm, okay, as it was time from the pole for so many time. So he stretched and yawned, and he started talking to Dorothy. Again, I want to remind you, children, that this scarecrow is an imagination of Dorothy. Okay, so he is talking, he is standing, everything he is doing like a human being. Okay, so scarecrow asked Dorothy, "Who are you?" asked the scarecrow. "And where are you going?" So let's see what Dorothy replied. "My name is Dorothy," said the girl, "and I am going to the Emerald City." She said, "I am going to the Emerald City and my name is Dorothy." Underline the word Emerald. "I am going to ask Great Oz to send me back home to Kansas." Now what happened? She said that I am going to add. Who is the Great Oz? Great Oz is a wizard. Okay, what is the meaning of wizard? Means a person who is having a magical powers. So she said that I am going to meet that wizard, Great Oz, and tell him to send me to her home back to Kansas. Okay, Kansas is the name of a place where the Dorothy lives. Okay, now she said that I am going to the great wizard. Wizard is a magician who having the magical powers, and she said that he will take me to the home where was her home, to the Kansas. Where? In the Emerald City. Okay, the scarecrow is asking, where is your home? Is it at Emerald City? Said the scarecrow. And who is Oz? Okay, so the scarecrow is asking, who is Oz? Is your home in the Emerald City? Emerald is the name of a city. Why don't you know? She replied in surprise. Okay, she said, why don't you know? She replied in surprise. She said, you don't know Great Oz? She was very surprised that the scarecrow don't know who is the Great Oz. No, indeed, I don't know anything. You see, I am stuffed with straw, so I have no brains at all, he answered sadly. So the scarecrow answered, he said, no, you can see I am made up of straw. I don't have brain in my head, so I can't understand anything, and I don't know who is the great Oz. Now, so you will underline the difficult words emerald, Kansas, great Oz, okay, surprise, stuffed, brains, okay. So underline these words and learn the spellings. Now let us move further. Oh, said Dorothy, I am sorry for you. So Dorothy said, I am very sorry for you. I don't know that you don't have brains. Do you think, he asked, if I go to Emerald City with you, that Oz would give me some brains? Now, the scarecrow is saying, if I go to the Emerald City with you, will that magician Oz will give me some brains? I don't know, she replied. Come to the Emerald City with me and Toto. She said, okay, you can come with me to that city, and my dog is also there with me. You can also come with me to the Emerald City. You can ask the great Oz for a brain. Okay, so she said you can ask that magician Oz, okay, to give you the brains. What if he doesn't give me one? So Scarecrow said, if he doesn't give me one, then what will happen? You should try anyway, said Dorothy. Dorothy said, okay, you should at least try. We don't know that he will give you the brain or not, but at least you should try. You have nothing to lose, she said. You have nothing to lose. You already don't have brain, so you should at least try whether he will give you or not. That is true, said the Scarecrow. Scarecrow said, yes, this is true. You see, I don't mind my legs and arms and body being stuffed, because I cannot get hurt. If anyone treads on my toes or sticks a pin into me, it doesn't matter, because I can't feel it. Now, in this paragraph, what is the Scarecrow saying? Scarecrow said, yes, you are saying true. I don't have brains. I don't have anything to lose. Scarecrow said, I don't mind my legs, and as you know, Scarecrow's legs, arms, everything is stuffed with straw. And if you put your toes on, if somebody puts the toes or the feet on the Scarecrow's feet, then nothing will harm us. But if I put my feet on your toes, you will get hurt, right? But the Scarecrow is made up of straw. It is stuffed with straw. So if something is put on his feet, he will not get hurt. And if Scarecrow is saying, if anyone will stick a pin on me, then also I will not get hurt, as Scarecrow cannot feel anything. Now, let's see the difficult words. Okay, we will underline the words treads. Treads means move on my toes. Okay, if somebody is on my toes, then no one will harm me. Okay, nobody can harm me. Okay, now let's see what happened next. Dorothy listened carefully and nodded. Underline the word nodded. Dorothy listened carefully. Whatever the scarecrow was saying, Dorothy listened carefully. She was amazed to see the scarecrow walking and talking. But I do not want people to call me a fool. And if my head stays stuffed with straw instead with brains, as yours is, how am I ever to know anything? Now the scarecrow is saying to Dorothy that everybody will call me a fool if I don't have my brains. Everybody will call me a fool. Okay, and if I don't have brains, I will not know anything. Okay, then I understand how you feel, said the little girl. Now the little girl Dorothy said, I understand how do you feel. Who was truly sorry for him. Now this little girl Dorothy was feeling very sorry for the scarecrow. If you will come with me, I will ask Oz to do all he can for you. Thank you, he answered gratefully. The little girl told the scarecrow that I will do, if you will come with me, I will help you. I will do, if you will help me, I will be very grateful to you. I will be very thankful to you if that wizard will give me brains. So she said, I will ask the Oz that please do something, whatever he can do for you. Now underline the difficult words. Gratefully, nodded. Now let's move further. Okay, so the scarecrow said thank you. Now what did Dorothy say? Dorothy, Toto and the scarecrow walked to the fence. So three of them started walking and started going to the Emerald City. They climbed over it and started walking along the yellow brick road towards the Emerald City. So they started walking to the road which goes to the Emerald City. Toto sniffed around the snowman. Okay, now Toto was, smelling the straw man. It was going to the straw man. Okay, straw man means what? Who is the straw man here? Yes, straw man is the scarecrow. Now the Toto the dog, he was just smelling the straw man. He growled as if he suspected there might be a nest of rats in the straw. Now the dog Toto started growling, means shouting at the making a sound, loud noise after seeing the scarecrow, because he suspected that there might be a nest of rats in the straw. Okay, the dog thought there is a nest of rats in the straw, so he started growling at him. He was behaving in an unfriendly way because he did not know the scarecrow. So whenever any dog we don't know, he started growling on us. Yes? So like that only the Toto the dog was growling at the scarecrow because he don't know the scarecrow. Don't mind Toto, said Dorothy to her new friend. He never bites. So Dorothy said to the scarecrow that don't mind Toto, don't disturb him, and he said to the scarecrow that he never bites. Oh, I am not afraid, replied the scarecrow. He can't hurt the straw. He said, I am made up of straw only, so I am not afraid that he will hurt me. Toto, be nice, said Dorothy to her dog and bent down to pat him. Pat him means touch gently with palm. So she started touching, gently to Toto and said, don't disturb him. To Toto, be nice with the scarecrow. He is our friend. Then she picked up her basket and they began walking again. Now, she said, now they again started walking to the Emerald City. Now, what happened? Do let me carry this basket for you. Okay, now the Scarecrow said, please let me carry this basket for you. I shall not mind it, for I can get tired, said the Scarecrow. So, I can't get tired, said the Scarecrow. Scarecrow said, let me hold this basket for you. As I will not get tired, you will get tired. I will tell you a secret. Okay, now the Scarecrow is telling one secret to the little girl Dorothy. He continued. Okay, he said, I will tell you a secret. As he walked along. There is only one thing in the world I am afraid of. Okay, so we can see he is not afraid of the dog. He is not afraid from the pin. He is not afraid if somebody is climbing over his foot, because he is not getting hurt, because it is made up of straw. So he told Dorothy that I am afraid, I will tell you a secret, that I am afraid of one thing. What is that? Asked Dorothy. It is the farmer who made you. So Dorothy said, is it the farmer who made you? You are afraid of the farmer? No, answered the Scarecrow. It is a lighted match. So the Scarecrow said, no, I am not afraid of anyone. Farmer also I am not afraid. Scarecrow said, I am afraid of a lighted match. So why was he afraid of the lighted match, children? As it was made up of straw, and if the lighted match comes, he will get burned out, he will die, right? So he said. So children, I hope you all have understood the story. So now let us understand the words no. You will write these word meanings in your copy and learn the difficult spellings. First, gazed. What is the meaning of gazed, children? Yes, gazed means looked at something steadily. Steadily means if you are standing and you're just looking at something, thinking about it or admiring it. Okay, when you are standing and thinking about something, you are continuously looking at that thing. So that is called as gazed. Second one is grateful. Grateful means thankful. Third, ripe. Ripe means ready to eat or pick. And the last one is scarecrow. What is the meaning of scarecrow, children? A human-shaped figure often made by stuffing straw into clothes. So we all know how is the scarecrow made. It is a human kind, it looks like human, and it is made by stuffing straw into clothes. That is used to scare away birds from the crops. So children, we use scarecrow to stay away the birds from the crops. So children, I hope you all have understood these word meanings. You will write these word meanings in your copy and read the lesson. In my next video, we will solve the exercises of this lesson. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.